Hello my friends and welcome back to The Witcher 3, the Blood and Wine DLC. In yesterday's video, we continued to help build a statue and now we are dealing with a couple of vineyards that are at war with each other. Although, I mean, can we just have a moment where we don't need to go to war over wine? Wine is wine. Wine is a wonderful thing and there's nothing to fight about. Like, there is plenty of room in the world for multiple vineyards in case but if your wine sucks, then like, I can't help you there. But anyway, so we are on the path to go do the question marks that I mentioned at the end of yesterday's video. So my goal is to come down here to this area and wander around, see what there is to do, then make my way over to this one, then these two, then backtrack over that way. But there's something over here as well. But I feel like that's the graveyard that I went to do a treasure quest. This one in particular, this hidden treasure. So maybe we don't need to go back to that one. But anyway, let's just go ahead and get started and wander around at night and see what we can see, and no doubt kill beasties and bandits and I don't know. Oh, we're in Fox Hollow. That's been brought up several times. Am I on the right path? I feel like I'm already lost. I feel like I'm already off track. There was a house over here. Have I been down here? I need loot. I'm sorry. I just need loot. Oh. I'm getting shot at, so not a monster, I'm guessing. Oh, an abandoned site. Nice. Best way to start the day. Oh. Geralt. We're already having problems. This is not how today was supposed to start.
Pathetic.
Oh, I can't attack you very well, but I can attack you.
You. Hey, go pickle your pea there.
Let's go deal with this arrow person. Because they're being very annoying.
Faster! Faster! I taste your truth.
Oh, you're dead. Died from bleeds, hopefully. And you, sir, are also dead now. Oh, there's one more. Oh, there's more than one more. This is a pretty extensive village that these bandits took over.
Come to Pappy!
I have plenty of adrenaline points to put on my dang sign. There we go.
Freak! Take him alive!
Take me alive? How's that gonna work out for you?
Come to Pappy!
The little clay bitch.
It's so violent, Geralt.
Folks say there's a
Is it over then?
Do they say there's sort of
You're welcome. It should be over.
The sort that can turn a lass into a tree.
Maybe I'll seek her out. I caught my man staring after a barmaid the other day. If the witch can turn that milky skin to bark, that'll put an end to his ogling.
What the hey diddle diddle do I do?
That seems a little excessive, but okay. Well, let me go loot all of my bandits, because there were lots of them.
A bosom in the hands, worth 4 on a wench.
Oh dear. And let's read the fast travel point before I forget. So Fox Hollow says, maybe, there we go. In a small valley at the foot of Mount Gorgon lies the village of Fox Hollow. It's come up several times. I feel like I have a Witcher's contract around here, or another quest around here. I should look at that so I don't accidentally go there. But anyway, this village's fields inexplicably and miraculously grow pots. Earthenware vessels spring unbidden from the ground as if though some magic trick worked by nature. No human intervention required. The pots come in all shapes and sizes, which is why Fox Hollow maintains trade connections with the village of Dudno in Mocht. For the village's fields inexplicably and miraculously grow lids of all shapes and sizes. Is this like, are they trying to be funny, or can I like go see this? Because I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to go see this.
Oh, fuck.
I mean, can't be that bad, sir. You could be a bandit. But this is a pretty extensive abandoned site. So the ruddy brush auberge.
The weather's pleasant.
Need to go in there.
I thank you for your help.
You're welcome. You an onion.
Witcher or not, you've still to bust your bum.
I mean, I do. It's hard being Geralt of Rivia. I mean, it's so colorful.
I wouldn't mind if that beast devoured me. I'd get some peace at last.
Sir, you need to go speak to somebody about your issues, because that's not proper thinking there.
How about that?
Okay, let's go into the inn or the bar before I forget. Ugh, I don't want an onion. Well, we'll take the parchment. Anything else?
Greetings.
Oh, Katakans and Monograph. I probably need to read a book or 2 or 3 because I have so many. Bag of grain, I don't think I need. Although, would Geralt just eat the grain? Would that be a thing that happens? On hunting Basilisk, a compendium. Which, ooh, camembert. Nah, it's okay. You can have your cheese. Burned bread. Burned sweet bun. I'll take it. I like a little burnt. I like a little burnt toast every now and then. Just slightly burnt, not like charcoal black burnt. There's a difference. Okay, so let's speak to the lovely Innkeep.
Praised be our Lord Lepiota. You come in his name. You are his avatar.
Nope, just a witcher who happened to be passing through.
By the prophet's intervention. He was your guide. He nudged your footsteps here.
If you say so.
What shall we call you, hero?
I'm Geralt of Rivia.
Geralt! Lovely, it rings. Sacred it sounds. Do you thirst or hunger?
I mean, oh no, Gwent? Bummer, I was hoping there'd be Gwent. But he should be happier that he's not being spat upon or called a freak or people being ungrateful, because it seems like most of the people in Tucson have been very grateful. And I get the vibe that Geralt can retire here on his vineyard and these are going to be his neighbors, sort of. But anyway, let's go shopping.
Let me see what you're serving. Take care now.
You are sorely missed already.
Okay, you're being a little dramatic, but what's this over here?
They've scoffed at you. In migrants from the north, but if you hadn't come, they'd still be wetting their britches with fear.
Yeah,
Thanks. Sure.
you're very welcome. Sorry, excuse me,
You might
madam.
find work here, not paying work.
Folks say there's a witch in these
Oh yeah, there's a
parts.
witch over here and she's gonna go curse somebody.
But
But there was a little house area. I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? I am. What's that guy doing down there? What are you I'm interested now. What are you burning? Why are you burning? What's going on?
But a few drops
Oh.
of wine, and lo and behold, I see better.
Gravedigger. Orders on bloody parchment. So to Peter Crooked Nosehook, you've got until dawn to gather and equip your units. You'll strike in 2 groups to break the opposition faster. The lads won't defend long, and Fox Hollow has no garrison to defend it, so you're in for some good fun. Don't kill them all at once. Send a few alive to me here at Toulouse. Load up all the loot on the wagons, and once you've taken out the defenders, send runners, and I'll send men to help you transport the goods. And check what the deal is with those pots said to grow straight out of the ground in Fox Hollow. Perhaps there truly is some business for us there. Loth. P.S. If any chef or baker or anyone who knows his way around a pot crosses your path, don't kill them. Just bind him and send him straight to me. Which reminds me, again, I want to read a book. At least one. Maybe. There's so many I have to read. So this was on hunting Basilisk, a compendium. Well, let's start there. So in our lands, that is to say in the fair Duchy of Toussaint, the hunting of basilisks has a long and storied tradition, one reaching back to the dawn of our present history. Attesting to this is a note written by one Zenon of Tritium, a leather worker, in the year 1023. In it, one finds mention of a commission for a corset to be fastened from a hide of that winged serpent called Basilisks by some, see Vendetto Fiari, manuscripts through the ages 1278. While lesser hides could come from beasts felled by age or hunger, the coastlines and expanse of this corset would have necessitated the skin of a basilisk taken in its prime and therefore required a hunt. For a corset, I mean, really? I mean, whatever, rich people. So without the engagement of a witcher, or as a last resort, a knight or a mercenary, such a hunt would have perforce meant the gruesome death of the foolhardy hunter. Yet those adept at the task, witchers, chief among them, hunted basilisks and their cousins cockatrices with great success, thinning their numbers till a mere handful remained. To give but one example, in the year 1100, basilisks of the Regulus platinum subspecies dotted skies all around our land. Yet in the present day, only one exemplar still lives. Yeah, I mean, witchers hunted them, but not for like corsets or something. So Katakans, let's read that one. So before we sink our teeth, so to speak, into our analysis of the Katakan, the creature to whom the present work is dedicated, by way of introduction, let me present to our less experienced readers what exactly vampires are and what they are not. To our great displeasure, a great many myths concerning these creatures have arisen over the years, and the popular tales about them have served only to make popular superstitions and falsehoods. In the common folk's imagination, vampires are dead men and women arisen from their graves, wraiths driven by an unquenchable thirst for warm blood. Yet nothing could be further from the truth. These creatures first came to be in our world, arrived in ours centuries ago, and have since learned to live among men and have evolved at our side. The widespread belief that vampires must drink human blood in order to survive is flat out wrong. Though they do in fact often partake of our vital fluid. I mean, we did hear from higher vampires about the growing and breeding of humans and how what the fear, if they're afraid, or if they're not afraid, it affects the flavor of the blood. So I'm just saying, you know, they do partake, or at least they used to quite often. But anyway, so for human blood affects their physiology as alcohol does ours. A vampire's bite does not turn its victim into a vampire, a state of affairs which would in fact be counter to logic. I haven't seen a female hire a vampire yet, though. Just Regis and, I mean, I've only met 2, to be honest, so I'm sure they exist, obviously. So vampire's bite, it does not turn its victim into a vampire, a state of affairs which would in fact be counter to logic, for it would mean that the world would soon fill with vampires as they multiply at an exponential rate. Running water presents no barriers to vampires, not even if it's cold, for vampires are immune to the forces of both heat and cold. Now for the most important matters, vampires have learned to live in the light of our sun, which is not harmful to them in the least, though they absolutely though they absolutely never shimmer or glisten when struck with the sun's rays. I appreciate that reference so very much. Let me see. I had an update to my bestiary. Let's see if there is an actual update. I don't think so, because it was Katakans. They don't shimmer? They don't sparkle? Sorry, that is so unbelievably funny. I love it. I just sold a bunch of alcohol, so good to get some more. Any?
Few drops of wine, and lo and behold, I see better.
Sir, I think you need to go see a doctor. I don't think that's how that actually works. Where are you two going? Oh, were you stepping on some... Where is the fields where the pots grow? That's what I want to know. I'm so easily distracted. What is it, Okay, so the whole point, I was originally trying to get to this cute little house over here. And then the bandits so rudely interrupted my exploration. But I can appreciate it more now. Oh, in daytime.
I once had a girl,
Miserable
should I say,
and hungry.
She once had me.
Oh.
Love, youth, that.
Yeah. Oh, poor guy. That's so sweet. I know I'm taking from them, but I need money to buy Witcher gear. Witcher gear that I probably don't actually need. Ooh, purple armor dye. It's so cute. You guys definitely need more guards.
Stinky.
Now, who are you calling stinky? Stinky? Oh, look, there's a little, like, water wheel.
Folks say there's a witch in these parts.
Yes, you keep saying this.
Is it over then?
She works.
Thank
The
you.
sword that can
You're
turn
welcome.
glass
What's in
into
here? Goat hide. Anything else? Oh, there's a bigger one over here. What did we do today? We looted. We killed some bandits too.
On evening, I'm off to the bells, quick as a flash. Those girls can't wait to see.
I'd like to.
Oh, is that the
I would.
local ladies of the night's the bells? Is that what it's called? Cucumbers. Although we have seen more vegetables in Toussaint than we have ever in Velen and Beauclair, or Velen and Beauclair, Velen and Novigrad. I don't remember it having a lot there. Okay, we'll take that. And that. I don't need any more of the books. Although I could try to go back to some vendor and sell the books if I really got strapped for cash. I could also empty out my stash as well, because I've got a bunch of swords that I've saved for reasons, because they had funny names or, I don't know, reasons. Okay, so there was another
You'll
little
not find work here. Not pain work.
house over here. Nope. Okay, so how far did we get? We got to Fox Hollow. Well, it was a pretty big area. So let's keep heading over this way and see if we can get obviously we'll get a lot farther. I want to see the fields that grow pots. Because that does not sound normal. And the pretty blue sky, and the pretty blue water, and the beautiful music. We haven't had those 3 moments in a few days. Maybe. Yes, I am on the right path. Oh, they're cowering. Oh, a person in distress. Wolves. Oh, a lot of wolves. Okay. It's not just Arjun. Apparently we are going to have problems. Gosh, dang, stupid. Ugh. I suppose if I picked one and killed it from start to finish, probably would help some, right? Is the person in distress not from the wolves? No, from bandits. Okay. I need to meditate and get back some of my potions. So let me save just in case I mess it all up. I want to meditate for an hour. And let's get on some proper oils, which is Hanged Man's. Oh, it's the herbalist who went missing. Okay.
Save me!
Ooh, his head's gone. All right, you're saved.
I owe you my life, unknown knight. How are you dubbed?
Dubbed Geralt. Geralt of Rivia.
My thanks, Sir Geralt. The scallywags sought to demolish our herb garden, you see. I thought, I shall take a hammer, scare the rabble off, but to my great chagrin, there were too many and I failed. There's no use crying over spilt wine. Come with me to Vermentino. I'll patch up your armor or pound the anvil to fulfill some other need you might have.
Sure, let's go. I can always fast travel back because it wasn't too far from Fox Hollow.
Fine. Lead the way.
Here we are. Is there some way I might help you?
Well, so bandits aren't your only problem, don't think, ...
Vineyard's glory days seem like a thing of the past.
It seem better times true. For bandits are not our only problem. Enormous yellow parasites, their ever-growing plague we also must contend with. Maid Matilda tries her best, but when folk fear to go out and work, what is she to do?
Well, show me your wares, good sir. I thought it was an herbalist who was in trouble. Or maybe it's just an herbalist hut? Because he did say he wanted to repair stuff for me. But anyway, let's look at what he has.
All right. What do you have?
All right. Well, I was able to empty my
Thanks.
bags a
See you
smidgen
later.
and repair all of my clothes and armor and swords. That's really what I meant to say. But let's see. Where am I right now? Okay, I haven't been here before. I've been to Castel Ravello, but I skipped this area here. Maybe? Did I? Did I skip this area? I remember running past the windmills. Or running by the windmills. Maybe I did skip this whole area.
Can I do something for you?
Oops, I'm sorry, sir. Ooh, let's go into there. Why does Geralt look like he's holding a weapon? Oh no. Don't cry, guys. I'm gonna fix it. Everything will be fine. She seems to not be doing that terribly. See, it looks like he's holding a weapon. That's not normal. Are we having some arm issues again? See, there we go. The right arm was definitely not working properly. I'm surprised there's no fast travel point here. Wow. That's really pretty. These vineyards are definitely a whole lot bigger than Corvo Bianco. Alright, well, there doesn't seem to be any new quests or anything like that. So let me make my way back to Castello Ravello, and then maybe I'll meet you at the actual quest icon first, and then we'll go do some other question marks. Okay, well, I am relatively close to the last place that I need to go to for the Vermentino portion of the Wine Wars. And down over here is also another quest that I need to work on. Let's see, it is Knight's Tales. I need to talk to Jacob the Woodcutter. And I just passed a forest that's been kind of deforested. There's lots of piles of wood just lying about the place. And the music changed quite a bit, much more foreboding. We're gonna come back and do that, hopefully. Maybe today. We'll see how this bit goes over here. Oh. Ah! Dismount, please. Alright, let's back travel. Roach, you just need to run away, please. Okay, let me try to find my poison. Or no poison. It's Oriel neutralizes the effects of poisons. That one, I think. I still hit really hard, but I'm not. Gosh. I was about to say, I'm not dying, but no, I am. I am. It's one dead. Roach, run away. Alright. That wasn't so bad. So without investigating Coronata's problems, let Matilda take over Belgard or continue investigating and deal with Liam's problems. Well, I'm gonna continue investigating.
Wine is better than stew. For stew you
I know you gotta chew. It's so difficult. All that chewing. Hopefully it's not on a time limit.
Be able to drink and see. And I'll drink to your heart.
But where is it telling me to go? Plagueman's Bridge. So without investigating, what does it say again? Coronata's problems. Let Matilda take over Belgard or continue investigating and deal with Liam's problems. Because Liam's problems are the Wine Wars Coronado. Okay, that makes sense now. I am going to flag Knight's Tale since that is right around the corner here.
You can always get a new one. That Gwent would be the end of me.
But let's see, there's usually been some sort of letter or note or something at abandoned sites in Tucson.
My hand
Not
shakes so bad.
always.
I cannot hold my tools.
Oh, here we go.
Growls like an angry wolf.
Ooh, that's awful. I've missed one, but I'm trying to not miss any more. So a letter from Augustin Tonneliay. I feel like we've had that letter before. So, Ladislas, they've robbed the barrels from our storehouse. We must prepare a new batch and quickly, efficiently. Read your instructions carefully. Chop down 8 chestnuts. Prepare planks from them as quickly as you can. Then send the planks to be lied. Then find 12 acacias. Chop them down and remove the bark. We'll apply the finish to the chestnuts as soon as they're back from leaching. Leching? One of those, maybe. Leching, probably. Don't let any lads go out to work alone. Send them out in 2s at the least. I've heard those voracious yellow plants are liable to sprout up anywhere. They are a true bane. They are, so be careful. Augustine Cooper. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Oh, that seriously sucks. Any other?
To have a belly this big.
Okay. Ooh. I can sell some of this stuff for like a gold each, maybe. All right.
Like a lady.
Well, I am going to go do the other half of the Wine Wars, but before we do that, let's hop on poor Roach. She's so traumatized and just stood there and got poisoned over and over again. And the Knight's Tale, where we need to talk to Jacob the Woodcutter, is right around the corner. Now, I picked this one up off of the Castello Ravello Vineyards notice board because it was not too terribly long ago. So let's see what that's all about. It's not a Witcher contract per se, but I feel like it sounds kind of like it. And this music is very foreboding. Mournhold.
Gods be bum-poked. You must hang on, milady.
Oh no, what's going on?
You, Jacob?
Heel, Mohold. Down. Who asks?
A Witcher. Saw your notice.
Hold up. A Witcher, you say? Like in Luis Herrera's Tales and Fables. Luckier than a green bleeding leprechaun I am. See, not a soul around believes this tree is Daphne, the cursed lady of legend. But you could lift the curse.
You believe the tale? Aren't you a little too old? What tale? I don't know what tale. Can you explain, please?
Bit too old to believe in bedtime stories, aren't you?
Want your chops busted, Witcher? How old I am, that is none of your poking concern.
Fair point. Not my business what you believe either.
Ha! I'm content we see eye to eye.
Well, the tree's a cursed girl. What makes you say so?
So what makes you think there's a girl cursed inside the tree?
Well, I came out with my dog, Mohold, to cut her down. Axe in hand, a broad swing I took. The edge burrowed deep in her trunk, and bum-botch me if blood didn't spurt forth. My jaw dropped in the dirt. But right then I knew. Every jot of it in the tale of Daphne, Gareth, and the Witch of Lynx Crag.
Don't tell me. From Herrera's Tales and Fables.
You porking bet. Second edition. Amended in octavo. I know those tales by heart. My nan read them to put me to sleep.
Guess she read it cover to cover, colophon included.
Fond of fairy tales. Why? I gotta say, side note, I love his like swearing, porking. I forget what the other one was, but it's very amusing to me, which is why I keep giggling. So fond of fairy tales. Why?
Got me curious, gotta admit. You really think the old tales are true?
Taking the weepy, are you? Do you think me balmy?
No, it's just these are dark, grim times. No room for knights pure of heart or happily ever afters. So I don't often run into folk like you.
Yes, true, the times are crowd pie. But I see this as all the more reason to remember the tales. My gran would say, if you know not what to do, think to the chessboard knight and noble Alondra, and the path they would choose. She schooled me so thorough in it, I could not do otherwise even if I wished to.
I can't figure out who this guy reminds me of. I can't quite put my finger on it. But anyway, let me examine the tree.
Let me take a look at the tree.
Careful now. Lady Daphne.
So examine the bleeding tree. I mean, I'm saying, like, if you chop into a tree and it starts bleeding, that's
I hear
weird.
sobs in the rustling leaves.
Oh, I hear it. I hear it. Oh, no.
Actually does bleed. Looks like human blood, too. And the bark resembles hypertrophic scars in places. Medallions humming like crazy. Intense magic at work here.
Yeah. Okay, what's this right here?
Blood. Seeped from the direction of the tree, judging by the shape of the stain.
Oh, no. But if you turn her back into a person, is she gonna die because she got, chopped with an axe?
Logger was making good time. Strange, though. Willow's isolated. No other trees near it.
Mm-hmm. Wasn't there something over here, too? Or was it... Oh... I think it was just more of the tree stumps.
And? Did you look at the tree close?
Mm-hmm. Actually does bleed. Pretty incredible. Looks wondrous.
Did I not say so?
So while I'm willing to look into it...
Willing to help, but first I gotta figure out where to start.
No need. I know it all.
You do?
Miss Daphne and Sir Gareth shared a terrible and fearsome love for each other. Yet to prove himself worthy of her hint, Gareth was to face the Witch of Lynx Crag. Before Sir Gareth set off for the hill, Miss Daphne gave him her kerchief, a token of her favor.
Let me guess, he never returned.
He did not. She stood here, day upon day, night upon night, trying to spy him.
Till she sprouted roots and turned into a tree? Wonder why.
I will fecking tell you why. To await the moment when Gareth returns, kerchief in hand. That is the power of love. The power of longing. So you must scale Lynx Crag. Search there for a means to free Daphne. I will give you my book of tales to refer to. And good luck, Witcher.
Okay, so we need to go to Lynx Crag. Feature entry, Daphne's Wrath. Where is this book that I just got? That's what I want to see, because I'd like to hear this story. Did I already read it? No, I haven't. So, Tales and Fables, Sir Gareth and Miss Daphne loved each other so much it hurt. To win the approval of his future father-in-law, Geralt had to perform 7 challenges. The 7th was the hardest. Geralt had to go to Lynx Crag, find the witch who lives there, and convince her to lift the drought that plagued the whole land. Everyone, including Daphne, pleaded with Gareth to humble himself before the witch. You see, the witch from Lynx Crag was spiteful and headstrong even for a witch, and only an act of true humility could break her icy heart. Gareth, however, had no intention of bending his knee before a witch. Instead, he planned to force her to lift the curse. Nobody knows what happened to on Link's Crag, but Gareth never returned to his beloved. Daphne stood on top of a hill and looked for him day and night. Finally, she turned into a tree so that she might live to see the return of her knight. Such was the strength of her longing and the power of her love. Anyone who plunged his axe into that tree would see blood run from the wound. Folks started to avoid the place, leaving Daphne in peace to wait for Gareth. In time, all had forgotten about her. Oh, that's so sad. And then specters. So Daphne's wrath. During his stay in Tucson, Geralt became involved with a curious case of gynodendromorphy. That is to say, a woman who had been turned into a tree. When one cut into the tree's bark, it bled, and when the wind blew through its leaves, one could hear muffled sobs. Which was a very good touch and very creepy. Very sad. So Geralt investigated the matter and learned magic, or possibly a curse, was responsible for the transformation, and it surely had something to do with a certain sad episode from the woman's past. The love of Daphne's life, a knight errant who had gone to the Witch of Link's Crag and never returned, leaving her to wait for him forever, filled with sadness and longing. Oh. Hopefully we can fix them, although he's probably dead and she's probably not going to do well either. Ooh, it's a question mark that I needed to... No question mark that I needed to go to. Well, let me think here. So I do want to go and do this. Let's make our way up there. Actually, let me go back. Up there on Roach. Maybe do... Oh, I needed to go back to the herbalist hut. Anyway, let's actually go to the herbalist hut. I don't know why I continue to escape. Because there was loot to be had, and I wanted to investigate a smidgen. But I don't think we're going to get to Link's Crag today. I don't see that happening because I don't want to... I know I have the most awkward, tense-filled endings. I don't do it on purpose. It's just I know more is going to happen and I'm not going to have time. Because I am somewhat limited on my time to do recordings, I guess.
Slow now.
Trying to phrase it properly. Okay, so the herbalist is over here. Hang a left, down this way. Let's dismount. Oh, no loot of the bodies? Well, that's a bummer. But I can loot other stuff. Is there... Oh, there is an actual herbalist. Hello?
You go your way, I'll go mine.
Can we not...
I just told you.
Really? You're an herbalist and you don't want to... You know what, it's fine. You don't have to sell anything. It's okay. What's in the stew pot? Fish. And over here? Okay, well...
I'll go mine.
It's a very nice and tidy garden, that's for sure. But as I was rambling along and saying on the way over here, this is where I'm going to pause for today. So tomorrow, we will come up here and do the Knight's Tales. I'd like to do some of these question marks since I'm over here, but I also want to head back over and do the other half of the Wine Wars quest lines. So I think I'll probably just do the Knight's Tale and then pop over and do the Wine Wars, because after that I do want to work on the next main quest, but I'm afraid if I don't finish Wine Wars then something bad will happen. It probably won't, but there you go. So as always, thank you so very much for watching. Please do keep yourselves safe, and I will see you again tomorrow with another new Witcher 3 video.
Asleep amidst the trees. That's all.